What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV, back at it again with another banger, my friends. So kick back, relax, and come take a ride with me.
You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
Now, this situation that's going on with Rutgers women's basketball is very strange between Coach Washington and her star player, freshman guard Kiyomi McMiller. Now, McMiller has been the best player on Rutgers' team the entire season, but the last two games, one against Maryland, she only played like 5 minutes in the second half after playing majority of the first half. Then against USC today, we're expecting a big primetime matchup with her facing off against Juju Watkins, and she's benched. Oddly enough, I've never seen this from a player, but she actually posted on social media announcing that it was a coach's decision that she wasn't playing in this game. Basically, throwing Coach Washington under the bus, apologizing to her fans specifically, not Rutgers fans, and letting it be known that Coach is tripping. But we don't know exactly why. So McMiller posted on X to my fans, quote, "I would like to apologize to my fans. I will not be playing in today's game versus USC, which is number 4 in the country." That's shade right there. She had to emphasize, I'm not playing against the 4th team in the country, bro. This decision was made by my head coach, Conquista Washington. Thank you for your continued support. God bless all of you. Kiyomi, the product, McMiller. Yo, the product has me weak. She threw the nickname in there and threw her coach under the bus, yo. And it's ridiculous she wasn't playing, man. Like, she's definitely, I'm not going to say it's ridiculous. I don't know why she's not playing, but they absolutely need her. They got 50 balled, first off. On the season, the 5'8 freshman from Maryland is averaging 19.9 points per game, 5.4 rebounds, and 3.2 assists, shooting 43.5% from the field. She's been your best player all year. You bench her for basically 5 quarters of basketball, and it's just being deemed a coach's decision, which leaves a lot to wonder. I will say this, though. I've never seen a player announce they weren't playing before a game, bro, and fans were pissed. I mean, they are letting her have it, McMiller, on social media about how selfish she was and how this isn't a good look. Personally, it's definitely not a good look. It seemed very petty, but at the same time, part of me is like, this is hilarious. Something definitely is going on, and I mean, the way kids are transferring now, and she's the highest rated recruit they've had in some time, 5-star McDonald's All-American. This was a big get for Coach Washington, who's just in her 3rd year at Rutgers. Now, there's a lot to be desired here, right? We know it's a coach's decision. We don't know if it's academics. We don't know if it's off the court. We don't know if it's team-related. We don't know any details other than McMiller was comfortable enough calling out her head coach and letting it be known that she's not playing against the number 4 team in the country. As a freshman, to have the bravery, is what I'm going to call it, the audacity to come out and call out your head coach, it's going to be very weird. That had to be a very weird interaction in the locker room after all that went down. That had to be very weird. I don't really understand how you have that conversation after the fact. Before the fact, yeah, like a conversation should have been had. I guess the conversation was had, obviously, and McMiller didn't like the way it went and went to social media, as a lot of athletes in this generation tend to do. Repercussions from Coach, I don't know how she's built. I don't know if she's going to be running suicides for the next couple of practices. I don't know if she will remain benched. We don't know any timetable or even the reason that McMiller's out right now. But it must be serious for you to sit out your star freshman, leading scorer, and then you get 50 balled by USC in conference play. They obviously needed McMiller, but this is wild. Like, I've never seen a player do this. So, obviously, there's something there. People are going to keep digging. There's going to have to be something addressed about this situation. Or, I mean, maybe we just see McMiller transfer out of there. She would have a lot of suitors. But they got 50 ball by USC. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that right now. USC took the dub 92-42. It was the usual suspects in a runaway win. Juju Watkins had 23 points, 4 assists, 14 rebounds. Kiki Ariapin 14 points, 8 rebounds. And with the injury to Paige Beckers, maybe she is locked in at that number 1 pick between her and Olivia Miles. Definitely wishing Paige Beckers a speedy recovery. Speaking of recovery, Kennedy Smith coming back from injury, has been back several games and played pretty well since she's come back. And this is her highest scoring margin since she has returned to the Trojans lineup. She had 19 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. Talk about spectacular freshman, man. She is the only other perimeter player, in my opinion, that can create her own shot and get looks for herself off the dribble, other than Juju Watkins. Talia von Oelhoffen continues to try to find her role. 6 assists is definitely something you want to see when you're relying on her to be one of the lead playmakers of this group. Only 3 points, but the 6, they didn't need her to score. The 6 assists are very promising, as they have been looking for a lead guard to really initiate the offense and take pressure off Juju Watkins. But Juju also had 4 assists. Kennedy Smith mentioned 3 assists. Kaylee Heckle played 19 minutes. Another freshman point guard who's talented in her own right. 4 points, 2 assists in 19 minutes of play. Howell came in, gave him 8 points and 4 assists, sharpshooting guard. Samuels, who's played some minutes at point guard as well for them, 4 points, 2 assists, 4 rebounds. And you see Coach Gottlieb went pretty deep into her bench, man. But Ryan Marshall shot out too, second in rebounding with 10 rebounds, 1 point shy of the double-double with 9 points. And she continues to be the defensive anchor in the middle for this group. USC's super talented. We know that they're one of the top 5 best teams in the country. They're still looking for reliable point guard play, but the playmaking that we are seeing from the guards, Talia von Oelhoffen especially, veteran transfer who's played in a lot of games at the college level, it's reassuring seeing that steady presence at point guard. You got Kaylee Heckle, you got Samuels out there. Kennedy Smith is on fire, looking like she can definitely be a reliable third fiddle to Juju as well as Kiki. Kennedy Smith is an absolute dog on both ends. She looks like if Angel Reese and Juju Watkins had a kid, it would be Kennedy Smith, man. She looks the part. She plays really well, and she's a big-time compliment. They really felt her absence, I feel like, when she went down for those games with the injury. Now that she's back, she's playing her best basketball, and USC is definitely a force to be reckoned with in the Big Ten. I think it will absolutely come down to them as well as UCLA. So we shall see, but definitely a weird situation with Kiyomi McMiller as well, man. Not really sure what the update there is yet, but I will keep y'all posted as soon as we get one. Y'all make sure to hit that subscribe button, comment, like, share, all that good stuff. Follow us on social media at Brandon Lee TV. Till next time, hey, we out.